Hello, everyone. My name is Ryan Matheson, and tonight I'm going to talk about the situation in Syria. As far as the situation goes, and for this project, I am a European correspondent, and for that reason, I'm going to use the BBC news outlet, which is a European newspaper, and we're going to start by doing a little bit of a backdraft of the situation that's come up in Syria in the last couple of years. Those of you that may not watch the news or don't keep up with it currently, Syria's been in a civil war for the past 2 years, and the regime, the government regime, is supposed to be uh, charged with killing over 100,000 of their people at this time in the current situation that they have over there. And here in the last couple of weeks, on August 21st, the U.S. government decided they had enough evidence to prove that President Assad and his troops had gassed their people that left 1,400 people dead, men, women, and children. And so that's kind of where the story starts. As of Monday, the Russians had talked to the Syrians, and they had come up with a situation to kind of push away the aspect of a U.S. strike in Syria, mostly because they're friends and allies towards one another, but another to keep the world from maybe going into a World War III situation. But Russia has come up with an idea, and President Assad's government has agreed to this idea, stating that all their chemical weapons will be taken in by the UN, counted, and destroyed. And as far as the BBC is concerned, and the British Prime Minister David Cameron, in the article that I read, because the British people or the British Parliament had voted down to help the U.S. on a strike, they've been looking for different diplomatic means of de-escalating the situation. And the Prime Minister addressed the nation in hopes that this situation that the Russians and Syrians have decided to go with will de-escalate the situation, as I'd said, and hopefully it'll keep everything clean as far as another war front opening up for the U.S. Some of the stuff that they're more worried about, though, is that this may be a way that the Syrians are buying time uh, to continue the use of chemical warfare against their people if necessary, and to, I guess, push off the possibility of a U.S. strike occurring within their borders. The U.S. have already, as most of us know, have already begun the debates in Congress whether or not we'll fly over them or bomb them or shoot missiles from the Navy out in the seas. But David Cameron is hoping that this is, he's skeptical, but hopes that this has been a situation that's been resolved through diplomatic means, and that the Russian foreign minister will be able to work this deal with the U.S. and the UN, for that matter, and keep everybody from taking the situation in their own hands. But I guess time will tell, and next week maybe we'll have a different report and a different situation all in all. Thank you.